Let's talk a little bit more about Discogs and all the problems with this site. Today I'm going to discuss a smaller thing. I still think it's important to discuss the smaller things that Discogs has failed on over the years. One of these things is the forum. Now there is a special forum for a Swedish member called Sweden, aka Sverige. Here is a forum post from over 15 years ago when some users started comparing record sleeves that looked alike. Yeah, the Nirvanas, Nevermind, and Weird Al Yankovic. Of course, this is a cover parody. It's just so fun to discover. That was a pretty good one. It's fun to discover what artists take inspiration from others. But I think this kind of forum is pretty bad, and I don't understand why Discogs doesn't fix this. Why isn't this possible to view images of releases on Discogs in the forum? Because this might be fun, but since you have to open every single post individually, it just takes so much time, so very few will actually do that. And I'm sure there are hundreds of similar posts in the Discogs forums because there are so many cover parodies, and I know how I would do because I've already done it. My site, I used something called list. Discogs also has lists. Almost no one uses lists, and here is one of my lists, which is called cover parodies, where I've had the ability to take the cover from an album and then add another image, because it's not always true that the cover sleeve is a direct cover of another album sleeve. Here we can see some good examples. This one is such a classic, with the Frank Zappa album Joe's Garage and one of Sweden's greatest comedians doing the same thing with blackface and a mop. Is just so crazy. And the Beatles cover is probably one of the most parodies of all time, and there's also another Beatles cover. That one also probably has hundreds of parodies. It's just so much fun browsing when you have a second image to compare it. I'm missing some of the images. I haven't the time to update all the logos, but it's so much more fun when you can see the images. And Discogs just doesn't care.